Hello and welcome to another Bearded Geek toy review. In today's video we're going to be looking at the McFarlane DC Multiverse Superman Action Comics 1000 figure. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to the channel, and as you can see we have a super themed video for you today with the review of this, which is the DC Multiverse Superman figure from McFarlane Toys. Based on his appearance in the comics at present, it does say it's the Action Comics 1000 version. Let me just have a look there. So Action Comics 1000 version with a snippet of the cover of Action Comics 1000 on the back of the packaging, and also then some details of other figures that are also available in the range. As you can see, there's an animated Superman down there, and then you have a DC Comics 1000 Batman, which I do have and I will be reviewing at a later date. So without further ado, that's a quick look at the packaging. It's very simple, very basic, doesn't go into much detail, but let's get the package open and have a closer look at the figure. So here's the figure in its inner packaging, and as you can see, Superman's in there. And if you've looked at my previous DC Multiverse figure review video on the Wonder Woman 1984 figure, which I'll leave a link in the description below if you've not already seen that. If we take this out here, you can see obviously the inner packaging is a mixture of old comic covers from the history of DC Comics, and it comes with a trading card and also a stand. Which this stand is different. It's not the black matted stand with the DC logo on it. This one's actually clear, does have the DC logo on there, but it comes with an additional section, which means that you can pose this figure in a different way. So we're gonna get that out, and then we'll get the Superman figure out and we'll have a closer look. So a quick look at the trading card there, and as you can see, it's a cover of Action Comics 1000, which I actually do have somewhere, but I've got a different cover because, as the comic industry loves to, they loved a variant cover, and they love to get collectors to buy as many copies of a particular issue, especially if it's a big landmark issue like issue 1000. And then on the back you've got a brief description, data file of the character, so if you want to have a quick closer look at that, you can pause it and have a look detailed. Basically, it doesn't tell you anything that you don't know about Superman. Yes, we all came from the planet Krypton. He was raised by Martha and Jonathan Kent. His alias is Clark Kent, and yeah, he stands for truth, justice, and all that. So that's the trading card that you get with the figure. Just as a quick comparison, there's the copy of Action Comics 1000 that I have, which is the 90s cover, which shows Superman and Lois Lane there, and that was the standard cover that you've got. So yeah, the figure's based on obviously his appearance in the comics at the moment, and obviously Action Comics 1000 was published to celebrate 80 years of Superman in 2019, because he made his debut in 1939 in Action Comics #1. So he's been around a bit, but he isn't the first superhero, and probably the iconic superhero as well. So here we have the figure out of his packaging, and as you can see, he's a great representation of Superman. I particularly like the way the S on his chest is kind of like embossed in a metallic red compared to the rest of the figure. I think that's a very, very nice touch. And yeah, it's kind of very, very iconic look. I know when DC revamped their comics for the new 52, they kind of like revamped the Superman costume and they gave him a collar. They took away the red underpants, as people call them. And I was never particularly a fan of that version of Superman, the way he looked then, because this is the iconic look for Superman. And what we can do is we can just move him to one side there, and we'll bring forward the definitive Superman, in my opinion, Christopher Reeve. So as you can see, it's kind of like a modern representation of very much of the Christopher Reeve costume. This is produced by NECA, and this was produced many, many years ago, and this is in the 6-inch scale. And obviously the DC Multiverse from McFarlane Toys are produced in the 7-inch scale, so he's slightly taller than little Chris there. And as you can probably no doubt, if you watch the Wonder Woman video, you can see how small the Chris Reeve Superman figure looked compared to Wonder Woman. So we'll just slide him back over there so he can look on in the background. No cloth cape, but a plastic kind of cape. So, but it's nicely styled, it's nicely sculpted. I think it works well. You know, I'm a fan of cloth goods on figures, you know, but only if it's suitable. And sometimes I think when it comes to capes and stuff like that, sometimes the way they hang and the way they're positioned doesn't quite always work. So in most cases, I prefer like a plastic option because you know, it's styled in such a way, sculpted in such a way that, you know, it's never gonna fray, it's never gonna come loose. You're never gonna have any problems with it. So like I said, he has 22 points of articulation, very much like the other figures in the range, especially the Wonder Woman figure. And he does come with 2 additional hands, which are fists, which are there. So you can swap the hands, which I may do once I've got him posed. And just a closer look at the styling. Very much the iconic look, obviously how we all expect Superman to look. And as I said, the embossed metallic red on the chest is just a really good finishing touch there. The boots. The only thing I'm a bit gutted at is it doesn't have the yellow S on the back of the cape, but that's traditionally really only something that was only really done for the Chris Reeve Superman movies. I don't think it actually came out from anything else at all. So there we go. I do like this figure. This is the stand. So it comes with a little point there, so we can actually put him on there and have him stood on that stand there. And we just put that in. He's not actually going in there. He's not going in his foot. There you go. But there is this option as well, which I like the look of. So this gives you a different posability option and does have a thing where you can move it to hold the figure. So let's just do that. Let's put the figure down there. So this slides in here and clicks into place. So you've then got a stand. And then I believe what you can then do is click him into place there and have him stood. So you can give him a flying option, and what we can do is we'll get him suitably posed and see what he looks like in that flying option there. And there he is in a suitable flying pose. I really do like that effect. He's kind of like hovering there, and it's nice that it's the stand is clear, because it kind of like gives that illusion that, you know, from a distance you can't actually see what's actually holding him up. So yeah, you could pose him in a variety of different poses, but that's a really good thing. And the way the cape then hides part of the stand as well is a very good display option. You know, of course you could just have him stood up like that, but I really do like that. I think that's probably how I'm going to have him displayed. I could even have him there, and as you can probably see, no doubt, as he says, up and away. I have changed one of the hands. I've changed that from a fist. It easily popped off, and there's the original hand. Like I say, both hands do come with the fist option that you can have. And there was no difficulty getting that off at all. So there you go, Superman from Action Comics 1000 from McFarlane Toys. I really do like this. Picked it up from Smith's Toys recently. These do retail for $19.99, and I picked it up for $9.99. It wasn't listed as a sale item. It was just there, $9.99. I just thought that is a great price. You really can't go wrong for £10 for this figure. But even at the $19.99 price point, I still think it's a great value for a great figure. Like I said, I do have the Batman from Detective Comics 1000 to review. They do have some Zack Snyder Justice League figures coming out later this year, which look equally as good, especially the Steppenwolf Darkseid and the Henry Cavill Superman in black suit figures, which, you know, if I see those and get them for a good price, I may pick those up as well. But yeah, I can't recommend this figure enough. It's a great representation of the original superhero, Superman. Yeah, there he is, up and away, as they say. Oh, so I couldn't resist. There you go. There's Chris Reeve having a bit of a fly there. I just like the way that looks as well. He looks really good. You could use this stand with quite a few figures. You could even use it with a few Marvel ones as well. But yeah, it's great the way you can use it on all figures. But yeah, there's Chris Reeve having a bit of a fly as well. And just before we end the video, there you go. There's a quick comparison of Superman next to my Wonder Woman figure, which is based on the movie version of Wonder Woman, and that's also from the DC Multiverse range from McFarlane Toys. So some great figures that they've got, and I certainly do recommend it if you can find it at the price point that I got it for. It's a great figure. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, then please leave us a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button and also that notification bell to be notified whenever we upload a new video. A new video will be coming shortly, but in the meantime, stay safe, take care, and we will see you soon. Bye now. You liked that video, and if you did, please leave us a like and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Always get that.